I gave 3 AI agents access to a real Shopify store's data. 6 minutes later, they handed me a report, $190,000 in dead inventory sitting in the warehouse, over 100 hours of month of manual work that nobody automated, and a customer who spent $17,000 across 109 orders, getting the exact same email as someone who bought once. Most store owners either pay a consultant thousands of dollars for an audit, or they just do it themselves, jumping between tabs, exporting spreadsheets, going on gut feel. Either way, it takes days and you still miss stuff. I split that job across 3 specialized AI agents, each one focused on a different part of the business. They all run at the same time, and honestly, they found things I would have missed doing it. I've been doing this kind of analysis for e-commerce clients for years, connecting to their Shopify API, pulling product data, mining orders for patterns. That's just how I work. Last week, I turned the whole process into 3 Claude Code sub-agents. Today, I'm going to show you what they found, run them live on a real store, and walk you through how to build this yourself. The whole audit costs about $3 on an API. If you're already using Claude Code, it's included in your subscription. Here's the thing most people get wrong with AI. They ask one AI to do everything, audit my store, and gives you the surface level answer that sounds impressive but misses the real problem. The key insight is specialization. When I audit a client's store, I look at the product catalog, then the customer behavior, then operational workflows. Separately, each one requires a different lens. So I built 3 agents that mirror exactly how I work. Agent 1, the SKU analysis. This one connects to your Shopify store and pull every product. It looks for dead stock, products with 0 sale velocity, margin issue, variant bloat, and category gaps. This stuff that slowly bleed money without you noticing. Agent 2, the review miner. This is the one most people don't think of. It mines your customer and order data for patterns, shipping delays that are random, refund rates on specific products that point to listing inaccuracy, cancellation spikes tied to pre-order fulfillment delays. It finds the system failure behind the system. I learned this from doing client work. The best place to look for operational problems isn't your dashboard, it's your unhappy customers. Behind every complaint, there is a system reason. Agent 3, the Ops Auditor. This one maps your operational workflow. Where are you tagging orders by hand? Where are you paying for 2 apps that do the same thing? Where do orders get stuck waiting for a human to do something that Shopify Flow could do in seconds? Each agent is just a markdown file, a few lines of configuration at the top, and a system prompt that tells it exactly what to analyze. They each get their own context window, their own Shopify access, and they run at the same time. Because they use the Sonnet instead of Opus, they are fast and cheap. But knowing what the agents do is one thing. Watching them run on a real store and seeing what they actually surface, that's where it gets interesting. You can't fully fake a real store. Products are easy to see, but the customer data and order history, that has to come from real business. So I ran this on an actual client store. You can see all 3 agents kicked off at the same time. The SKU analysis is pulling data, product data. The review miner is pulling order and customer records. The ops auditor is mapping the fulfillment workflow. Let me fast forward. The whole thing takes about 6 minutes. Okay, here's the report. The SKU analysis found $190,000 in dead inventory, 722 units of one product alone, sitting in the warehouse at almost $47,000. At current sales velocity, that product would take over 3 years to sell. There is another 140,000 spread across legacy items that haven't moved in months. But here's the quick win. Draft about 300 zero inventory products that are still showing as active on the storefront. 45 minutes of work, instantly clean up the catalog, improve SEO, and stop diluting the shopping experience. Review Miner found something I probably would have missed. Pre-order cancellation weren't random. They follow a pattern tied to estimated shipping date delays. The store runs a pre-order heavy model. About 70 to 80% of the orders, when shipping dates slip, customer cancel. The estimated annual cost, $50,000 to $100,000. And their best customer, someone who placed 109 orders, spent over $17,000. No VIP tag, no early access, no special treatment at all. Same automated emails as someone who just bought once. The Auditor mapped the entire fulfillment pipeline. Every order goes through 5 manual tag stages, all applied by hand. Over 70 hours of manual work every month. And here's the part that got me. The quick win table, 10 actions, 6 total hours of work, estimated annual impact, $40,000 to $60,000. The whole audit, 252,000 tokens, 101 API calls, 6 minutes, $3 to $5. Now you're probably thinking, okay, how does it actually work under the hood? Let me show you. Each agent is a markdown file in a folder called .cloud/agents. The section between the dashes at the top define 4 things: the name, the description, which tells Claude when to use this agent, the model set to Sonnet to keep costs down, and disallow tools set to write and edit, so the agent can modify any files. It's read only. The body of file is the system prompt. It tells agents exactly what data to pull from Shopify, what to analyze, and how to format the report. That's it. No code, no framework, it's just markdown files. The Shopify connection happens through an MCP server. One entry in your config file, it connects Claude Code to your store APIs, and it gives the agent access to product, order, customers, and inventory. Read only. They can look at everything, but they can't change anything. That read only part is important. I tell my client the same thing when I work with their stores. This is safety net. The agents analyze your data, but they can't break anything. You can run this on a live production store without any risk. The orchestrator is a / command in your cloud.md. When you run it, Cloud's main session spawns all 3 agents in a single message. That triggers a parallel execution. They run simultaneously, finish about 6 minutes, and the result come back to the main session for synthesis. So that's how it works. Let me show you how to build the whole thing from scratch. Step 1, install the Shopify MCP server. You need your store's domain, a client ID, and a client secret. As of January 2026, new Shopify apps are created in the dev dashboard and uses OAuth client's credentials instead of static access token. So go to dev dashboard, create a new app, give it a read access to products, customers, and orders, and copy the client ID and client secret. Then run one command in your terminal to add the MCP server and pass in those 3 values. That's your connection. One entry. That's all the configuration for the Shopify connection. Step 2, create your agent files. I walk you through the SKU Analysis, name, description, model set to Sonnet. This allows tools set to write and edit. Then the system prompt, what data to pull and what to look for, how to format the output. You're basically writing instruction for a very smart intern who has direct access to your Shopify API. Same patterns for the Review Miner and Ops Auditor. Different focus area in the system prompt, same structure. Step 3, add the orchestrator command to your cloud.md. This tells Claude to spawn all 3 agents in parallel and synthesize the result. Total setup time, about 20 minutes, and once it's built, you run it on any Shopify store just by swapping the credential in MCP config. I use the same setup across all my client stores. That was a lot of agent files and configuration. I've packaged all 3 agents plus orchestrator command as a downloadable Claude skill. You can install it, connect it to your Shopify store, and run your first audit in 5 minutes. Link in the description. 3 specialized AI agents, product catalog, customer signal, operational bottlenecks, running in parallel, $190,000 in problem found in 6 minutes for $3. I've been doing this analysis for e-commerce clients for years. The manual version takes hours and costs thousands. This version catches things I would miss. The real power isn't the AI, it's the specialization. One agent trying to do everything gives you a generic answer. 3 focused agents, each with a clear job, give you a prioritized action plan you can start from executing today. If you're running a Shopify store and you haven't audited your operation lately, your store is already telling you what's broken. You just need to listen in the right places.